universe, spirit, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits above, below, and in between. What is the message this night? Guide us into the coming days with your guidance. What we need to know to move forward for our highest good. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of cards this time. A lot of cards, okay? Here we go. Okay. Alright, I could have swore one flew out. Maybe. Okay, that's where it went. Okay. There's one card that's in my lap, though. And that is the Knight of Wands with movement. So you may need to move forward. You may be finding it hard to move forward. This is you right now, or you are currently moving forward with passion. Or you have been moving forward and with passion, desire, and a lot of forward movement, but there has been some stall. Either way, right? The next face-up card is the Eight of Pentacles. We've had this in a prior reading. Yeah. These cards are direct, being very direct in the reading right now, okay? So this right here is you being immersed, again, in your work, in your study, something that you're learning to do and implementing it in your life, moving forward with your knowledge that you've gained through this immersive study, okay? You need to also continue to move forward. Don't fall back. Keep moving forward with this study and this knowledge enrichment to help you really gain the skills you need to move forward. We have a lot of underliers here of energy. The Star, the High Priestess, the Magician in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, not horrible, not bad at all. The Star, there's a lot of hope. Sorry. Underlying everything, there's a lot of hope. You're really got a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of inspiration that you're gaining through this study and this knowledge, right? You're applying it too, and you're seeing growth from it. It feels really good. It's a very joyful feeling. But this is all in the background. The High Priestess. Definitely in the background. Your intuition, the dreams, the knowledge. Again, with the book here, this wisdom that you have. You could also be immersing yourself in occult knowledge as well. Learning the fundamentals of magic, because we have the Magician. Although it's in the reverse, I feel like this was more of a movement card. This is in the background, but it's what you're becoming. You're becoming more of a magician. You're applying it more. This is, again, like it's not quite 100% solid. Like you have, but you're in movement again because you're learning new skills and applying those new skills. So it's like you're in this cycle of becoming the magician yet again. That's what I'm getting with that movement. The Nine of Cups. Okay. A feel-good card. Really wonderful. It's a frog. Oh, okay. A lily pads in the water. Okay. Religious imagery in the back. Immersing yourself, again, immersing yourself in getting really into what you're passionate about, but also growing from that. But also there's this otherworldly knowledge. There's this limerence, not limerence, sorry. There is this, really, oh my God, okay. There is this in-between state, I know the word, okay. I just, there is this, there is just this communing with the other side, okay, this really in-between of the high priest, because you have the high priestess and the magician, the Nine of Cups, and then like this play of being in water, right? And that balance there, right? Yeah, but you've got a lot of strong cards in your favor in the background, a lot of strong energies in the background in play here. Very powerful. It's a very powerful time for you to really move forward, but don't get stuck. Don't get stagnant. That's the word. That's the caution. Okay? Don't stall, okay? Keep moving forward. And grow and transform. This transformation element as well coming into play here. Very important. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's a very liminal time. Yes. That's the word, liminal. Sometimes when you do readings, your words get jumbled, or you forget, or like words you've said a million times, just, there's something about that too. Something about being clear, something about being jumbled, and jumbled communication. Messages. Yeah, you have to be clear because visions of the light of life beyond death, visions are coming to you. All right? So you need to clear your mind. Kind of have that focus to get into that state, right? That liminal state, that state of in between, the land, water, you know. It as really symbolic of being in between the two, of transformation. Okay, but you will be receiving strong messages. Of course you are. Of course you are, because you got the High Priestess, the Star, and the Magician. And you got the Nine of Cups. I mean, obviously you're going to be receiving some messages. Shock of the new. It's going to be very shocking. It's going to be possibly loud. It's going to be very noticeable, the message that you receive. Also, you may be coming off this way to others. They may perceive you as being shocking. The words you speak are very powerful. You may be considered to be loud. There's something loud about you, your words, or the way you fearlessly say and broadcast what you mean. But it's refreshing. It's needed, and there's a lot of growth in that. Okay. Did the card just fall out that I'm not seeing? Hold on. I thought a card fell out, but I guess it didn't. Okay, whatever. Very spiritual, obviously. Okay, we got another owl card. Be the hunter, not the hunted. We've gotten this before. You need to really get in touch with hunting out, not being hunted. And you don't have to be negatively hunting. You could be just being more assertive in what you are bringing into your life, what you want to associate with, right? Among other things. But owl energy is obviously very strong here. Also that connection to the other side of messages that you will be receiving. It's a given. Conscious connection. The old you and the new you. You're able to look at the old you and you're able to see the new you. You're able to look at each other. You're able to see where you're going, where you've been, and you can easily connect with your past and future selves in this way. This really strong growth here of really being conscious of who you are and what you're doing. New birth, guarded vigilantly. Yes, you're going to be bringing a lot of new things into the world, a lot of new creations, and you need to guard this. You don't need to be telling everyone about it. You don't need to be showing everyone about it. You need to be immersed in your studies. Again, we've had a prior reading not too long ago about this. You're still on this trajectory. But your thing is not to let that stagnant energy come in, or that feeling like you need to stop, or you get sidetracked, or you have a feeling of malaise that starts to set in. Don't do that. If it sets, get yourself out of it. Okay, and yeah, okay, yeah. She feels, she knows. Okay, there was some past trauma here that's affected you, and it's affected your whole trajectory, your whole life trajectory. And it happens, right? You go through a lot of hard stuff. I'm getting physical violence with this in your past. Could be your recent past, or your far past, or both, right? But this did play a role. It also is left psychological scars as well that has kept you from really moving forward in a way that you could have. But that's okay. You've learned a lot from it, and you'll be using that, alchemizing that, to make you stronger and to help you move forward in a very strong and authentic and very healed way. Then you can help heal others as well. So it's very beneficial for you to use it as that. I have inspiration, and what you want wants you. These fell out together. So what you're inspired by, your ideas and your muse is your things that light you up, that get you going, the ideas that you have, your inspiration, all that you want, it wants you back. So there's this connection here with you and the world of ideas and inspiration of the imagination. It's a very, very strong world connection. It's a very strong connection between these two worlds. And again, yeah, of course, everything starts there and ends up in the physical. And you really are a really strong conduit for that. Okay? And you really understand this. And it's adding to a lot of growth, a lot of hard work and dedication that's going to pay off, because it wants you as well. You're bringing something to life. You're going to really want to bring it to life. You're going to, again, with this immersion, like this being immersed in what you're doing, of this being kind of like so engrossed in the process of bringing something to life, and to seeing it grow and expand and come into form before your eyes is so pleasing and so rewarding for you, okay? And you are going to have a lot of help on the way through your spirit guides or whatever. Going against the grain. Yes, you go against the grain. And it may feel like it's hard at times, but it gets easier. And at some point it's going to feel like you're going with the flow, even though you are going against the grain. If that makes sense. Your going against the grain is you going with your, in your flow. Okay? You're able, and it's easier as time goes by to really getting into this flow state, even though you are going against the grain in many ways. This is you. This is unique to you. You are working with authenticity. You are working with boldness. You are working with beauty, fantasy, magic. There's something about like otherworldliness of something that you're bringing into this world. Okay. Every journey starts with a single step. Yeah. You're putting yourself out there. Every journey starts as free from judgment, free to love. Stop judging yourself harshly and just really fall in love with the process. And love yourself. Find everything that you appreciate about yourself and everything that you've been through to really get that healing going on. Yeah. Release the dark wound and let love live. Yeah, you have to release that dark wound that's in there, right? That's holding you back. You've gotten better at this. You just need to really acknowledge it, okay? Don't push it down. Don't try to ignore it. Spirals of manifestation. Your manifestations are spiraling. They're growing. Also, see with the spiral here. The spiral. Yeah, every time you go around another cycle of manifestation is cyclical for you. Okay? The cycle is very important. To really know your own cycles, your creative cycles, is very important. So you really know what you're dealing with, okay? Yeah. It's very important to move forward despite everything. Growth. Yeah, you're growing. Yeah, there's a lot of growth for you. But it's imperative that you move forward. I mean, you're going to grow no matter what because you are going to be moving forward, but don't let the stagnation creep in. And that's just going to slow you down, okay? But growth is inevitable. You are going to move forward regardless because of that thing wanting you, that you want it. It's just such a strong magnetic pull and drive to get you to do that thing that there's no way you can really stay away from it. It's that addictive, and addictive in a good way, okay? There's that thing that's just driving you forward. It's like it was meant for you and you were meant for it. And that's what you're doing, and that's how you're moving forward. Structure. Build structure for yourself. Find structure within, like, to realize this goal. And allow this structure to really hold up your foundation of where you're at, okay? I feel like you do have a structure, but definitely wherever it needs a little bit more fortifying, go for it, okay? Wisdom. Yeah, you've gained a lot of wisdom. You're going to be receiving a lot of universal wisdom as well, okay? There's a lot of magic in the air surrounding you. A lot of power. And darkness too, which illuminates the power that's surrounding you, okay? Stillness, yeah. One with darkness, stillness. That stillness. Now that stillness doesn't mean being stagnant. And look, immersed in the water. And looking up. Oh, little growth. That's so cute. These dragons are so cute. But, yeah. There's something about really delving deep into what you're into and what you're going for. We've got boundaries and fortitude, okay? So you do need to set that structure, and the boundaries are important for you. Don't be telling everyone. And if people want to know your business, you don't have to tell them. A lot of the times they just want to be nosy so they can, like, start rumors or elaborate or diss you or talk mess about you behind your back or try to plant seeds of doubt in your head. Intentionally or not, this is what usually happens. Fortitude. Stay strong. Set those boundaries and be fortified by them. Remember when I was saying your structure may need to be fortified a little more. Yeah. Just make sure that structure is strong, okay? Something you can really work with and stand on top of as a true foundation. But also is very protective because you realize what your boundaries are. Determination and bliss. Yeah, you follow this determination. You're on this path forward to what you desire and what you want to bring into the world, and it creates a lot of bliss for you. And here we go with that 9 of Cups. Oh, it's way back here. But yeah, there's this blissful energy, this really happy energy when you really are standing firm and going forward with what you want to bring into your world and your life. And it's really very positive. You're really dedicated to whatever this thing is. You'll know. This is really attached to some prior reads, but especially like with the one where you need to immerse yourself into study, but also picking up something that you may have put down as well. That reading is really aligned with this as well. Definitely moving forward. And because it was so strong with liminality and really that strong goddess energy, and that's also that dark stillness and healing. I'm gonna move forward with a Hecate Oracle here. Teach others to respect your boundaries. What? I was just talking about that. By choosing not to accept certain behaviors. Okay, this is a book, so it's a little harder to show off. There's the message. And here's the image. Right? We got some crone energy going on here. Wisdom. Knowledge. Yeah, teach others to respect your boundaries by not choosing to accept certain behaviors. A lot of this was boundaries and foundation and structure and not letting people take advantage of you. Let's get one more. Let's get 3. Stand up for yourself no matter what. You teach others how to treat you. Oh, are we seeing a trend here? Or are we noticing a pattern here? The torch. Yeah, okay, so it's really strong that you defend yourself, show through boundaries how other people are supposed to treat you. So that's really important here as well with this healing process. Okay, that's what Hecate is. Embody resilience like the moon. Waxing and waning, yet always returning to its fullness. There's the message. Again, this book is hard to... I'll read that one more time. Embody resilience like the moon, waxing and waning, yet always returning to its fullness. And you are a queen here. Yeah, or king. You're royalty. So, yeah. That being said, it's like you're strong. You got your boundaries in place. You're moving forward. The only thing you really need to watch is yourself, what you let other people get away with. Don't overshare. People don't need to know. You just need to stay in your own lane. Worry about you. Keep your passions a secret for now until they manifest to a level to where you'll know. And yeah, it wants you. Again, the magnetism is strong. You just gotta let it pull you forward and don't let any type of stagnation or resistance kick in. Okay? You got this. It's all yours.